Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Hey, good morning, folks.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat.
Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are.
There it is, team. Morning. Morning, wherever you're tuning in from today.
Early bird gets the worm, they say. Here at Positive, we offer a 6-star team. It's a team that help you at every stage of your wealth creation journey.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back for another Wealth Coffee Chat. I'm Daniel McPherson from Positive Tax Solutions. Tax Tuesday again, where we give you a bit of a dose of tax tips, some financial strategies, and today an accountant on his high horse to give a reality check. We're all about smart moves with money that actually get you ahead, not ones that just make you look good on Instagram. But first up, before we get started, just a reminder about the Property Summit on the Gold Coast, 13th to 15th of June, for anyone that's interested. We'll be looking at understanding the Australian property market and strategies for lifelong wealth through investment. Some industry acclaimed guest speakers and our expert 6-star team will be there as well. So there's some great network opportunities with experts and like-minded people. So make sure you reserve your ticket. We're going to drop a link in the chat there. It's going to be educational and inspirational, and we do have video for that at the moment.
All right, this is going to be fun. Who has played the property game before? Who has been in the game? Who's never played the property game before? Oh, you're in for a treat. Who likes Monopoly? Did anyone like Monopoly when they were a kid? Well, this is Monopoly in real life in this room. Every hour or so, you guys are going to be up and you're going to be running around the room like maniacs trying to play the property game and win the property game.
Today, I wanted to share the lessons, the mistakes, and the wins.
I want everybody to put up their hands who knows their interest rates on all their loans right now.
If you haven't seen me around before, like 13 years in the industry, in property management specifically.
Who likes paying tax? If you need help finding somewhere to donate, I'm sure I can find somewhere else where it can go.
We've got an expression in that, let's go and make new mistakes in the world. Who wants to make new mistakes?
These are just strategic moves that can make such a big difference.
So obviously buy well, never sell. Definitely the majority of what everyone's looking to do is collect some A-grade assets, B-grade assets, whatever it might be.
I loved the idea of being a property investor and developing that identity.
Collectively, they have way more years experience in everything that you think you're trying to solve. Because they do it every single day.
Perfect. So it's going to be a great event. So hopefully we'll see a heap of you there. All right. So for today's episode, it's a bit of a timely one. It's going to ruffle some receipts. because as we start to creep towards the end of financial year, a little condition starts to flare up, and that's called deductionitis. So the symptoms are you get this sudden urge to spend. We've got the end of financial year sales happening on. There's impulse buying, and you're justifying totally unnecessary purchases because it's a tax deduction. People suddenly start buying things they absolutely would not any other time of the year purely because it's deductible. So today we're going to unpack this end of financial year phenomenon, why you need to watch out for it, and what you should be actually doing to reduce your tax without blowing your cash. All right, so let's dive in and let's kick off with a simple truth that most people forget. A tax deduction is not free money. So let's say your marginal tax rate is 30%. You buy something for $10,000 that's tax deductible. So that means you save $3,000 on your tax bill, but you've still spent $7,000. So that's $7,000 in real life that's gone. So you haven't saved 10, you've spent 7. And if you've bought what you really genuinely don't need, it's not useful, not productive, doesn't align with getting you to where your goals are going, then that money's just gone. So let me tell you a story. Now, this is a real one. A client of mine, great guy, successful business owner. He's worked hard, built really good businesses. And he'd always dreamed of owning a Porsche 911. So come June, he rings me up. Daniel, I think I'm going to buy the Porsche. It's deductible, right? Now, he does like to wind me up, and we do have a good bit of banter. I said, well, it's only going to be a fraction of the amount that your head's grown by now. So see, the thing is, the thing that people forget is the car depreciation limit. So not enough people know about this. And for the 24 to 25 financial year, that limit is $69,694. So that's the maximum you can claim for depreciation and GST credits on a passenger vehicle. So when someone goes out and buys a car for $380K, it's only the first 69 grand that counts from a tax point of view, and the other $311K, that's just all ego. So I do have a bit of a say. Anything you spend over the car depreciation limit is ego. So buy the cheapest car your ego can afford. And as an accountant, it also makes me cringe when I drive past a home building site and the collective value of the traders' utes outside are more than what the house will cost. So a bit of an epidemic at the moment with those guys who are kind of wasting their future wealth on their wheels. But back to my client, couldn't talk him out of it. His dream car, and to be fair, it's an absolutely beautiful car. He said he was going to take it to the racetrack and live his best Top Gear life. And hey, good for him. But guess what? A year later, he sold it. And why did he sell it? Because he realized that the money he tied up in the car could actually fund or begin funding his next property development. So that one decision could put him back on track to earn the value of what would be 2 more Porsches. So not bad. And he also realized he didn't want to drive it anywhere in case someone scratched it. Didn't want to take his own car to the track in case he crashed it. It also worked out it's cheaper to do a track day in someone else's car when the itch does arise. So here's the takeaway. It's okay to buy nice things if you can afford, but don't pretend they're an investment just because they're deductible. All right, so moving on to some other classic end of financial year traps. And let's talk tech. So you know what it is. Your laptop's working fine, but it's not new. It works. You've got a screen, a mouse, and maybe the second monitor. But the end of financial sales kick in, and suddenly new MacBook Pro, 2 new 8K monitors, noise cancelling headphones, the webcam that can film in 8K, just in case your nose hairs need definition on a Zoom call. And it's not tech just either. I've seen business owners spend $3,000 to $5,000 on coffee machines, ergonomic chairs that adjust in 74 different directions, and LED lighting just for productivity. All deductible? Sure. Entirely necessary? That's questionable. So quick litmus test for asking questions before any financial year purchase. Would I buy this if there was no tax deduction? Will this help me generate income or save time? Do I already have something that does the job? And can I afford it even if I don't get the tax benefit? So if the answer is no to any of those, put the card back in the wallet. The advertising and shiny new thing syndrome almost got you. But let's talk strategy. So what should small businesses and investors be doing before June 30? So if you're a business owner, here's your checklist. So looking to prepay expenses for things like rent, insurance, subscriptions. If it's within 12 months, you can deduct it in this financial year. pay super early. You want to be able to claim the super contributions for staff, and they need to be actually paid and received by the fund before June 30, before you can claim a tax deduction. So just remember, processing time matters, and for whatever reason, super seems to be one of those things that takes longer than what it actually should. Another thing is to write off your bad debts. Don't wait until next year. If someone's not paying and it's not recoverable, write it off now and claim the deduction. For those who have stock and inventory, we want to review it. Write off obsolete and damaged inventory. We can also scrap any old assets. You've got outdated gear lying around, get it off the books, and also get your asset purchases in before and the asset received before June 30. But obviously, only if you genuinely need it and it's going to make a difference. Now, for those property investors, we want to make sure we've got our depreciation schedule for the end of financial year. I've seen too many people miss out on massive deductions that they could have claimed over a 10-year property life that they've not had. We can possibly prepay some interest on fixed loans. Some lenders will allow you to bring forward the 12 months of interest and claim the deduction now. So that's something worth looking at. And also bringing forward and doing repairs and maintenance before 30 June if you're planning to do them anyway. And if you do have vacant land or you've got renovations in progress, just make sure that you understand what's deductible and what isn't under the rules. So that's something that can trip you up, thinking that something's deductible and it actually might not be. Now, bonus tip for some of those in business and also investors, I guess, is not accidentally pushing yourself into a high tax bracket. So manage the timing of these expenses. And it's why end of financial year planning should never be a solo sport. So talk to your accountant before you make any moves or spend the money on the expenses. And also quickly to touch on compliance, because the ATO is watching. They've got a heap more funding for the next few years, almost $1 billion over the next 4. And the things that they're cracking down on this year are incorrect motor vehicle claims, so especially private use of business cars, working from home claims as well. They want actual proper logs and evidence of you working from home. There's GST on motor vehicles, so if you're claiming GST on the full value of your luxury car, you can expect a letter in the mail. And also asset write-offs. So things being written off for assets that clearly aren't related to earning your income. So end of financial year, it's a time to be strategic in your decision making. And I guess then along with that, something that no one talks about enough is cash flow is more important than tax savings. So if you're spending your cash on your business that your business doesn't have just to save a bit of tax, you could be putting yourself in a tight spot come July. Now, I spoke about cash flow last week, so make sure you jump on and have a listen to that one. But we don't want to get to the end of financial year. We can't fund our payroll. We don't have the money to invest. We're stressed at night where the money's going to come from. So we want to play the long game. Okay, so to wrap up, if a deduction doesn't make sense or we're just after a purchase, we need to make sure that it's a good purchase, not a bad one. Anything you spend over the car depreciation limit is your ego talking. So buy the cheapest car your ego can handle. End of financial year is not the time to panic buy. It's the time to plan, get advice, and make sure you move with intention. And if you're not sure what to do, don't wing it. Make sure you get in touch with us. Book a meeting with your accountant and advisor. Get a plan in place before 30th of June. Perfect. Thanks, everyone. That's another Wealth Coffee Chat. If you want to have a real end of financial year strategy, one that builds wealth, make sure you do get in touch. Like I said, we'll have a link at the bottom there. And until next time, stay smart, stay strategic, and remember, there's no wealth in wasting. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.